Okay, I did my Teach Me on the World Food Program, also known as WFP. World Food Program is the food assistance branch of the United Nations. It was established in 1961, largely at the request of President Eisenhower. It is headquartered in Rome, Italy, and it is actually the world's largest humanitarian organization. It works on an international scale in 84 countries, and it helps over 100 million people annually. It does a lot to further the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And it particularly works towards the zero hunger goal that is hoping to be achieved by 2030. To do all of this work, it is entirely reliant on donors, whether that be from private or public sources. So it receives a lot of funds from different national governments and also from corporations and individuals. The primary goal of the WFP is not just to prevent hunger, but to prevent hunger as a weapon for conflict. Approximately 9 million people die each year globally from hunger. That means that about 1 in 9 people don't have enough to eat on a daily basis. One thing I found very interesting that I did not know before I researched the WFP is that the number one cause of global hunger is actually conflict. So there is a very close-knit relationship between conflict and hunger and how one can be used to perpetuate the other. So what that means is that people in areas affected by conflict are 3 times more likely to be undernourished. So these are the areas that are specifically targeted by the WFP. So countries such as Afghanistan, Yemen, Syria, Rwanda, Uganda, and many, many more are the primary focus of the WFP. So in order to work towards the zero hunger goal, the WFP has a very multifaceted approach that focuses on addressing the issue from the root in a very holistic way. It does this using a number of short-term and long-term initiatives. Its most short-term focus is crisis relief. It works in many different types of emergencies to assist people that are in need. Those emergencies can range from natural disasters to war and just providing really anything necessary. A good example of that is actually how it aided countries during the COVID pandemic. It actually won the 2020 Nobel Peace Prize for its work in distributing personal protective equipment and its other initiatives during the pandemic. On a more long-term focus, it works on addressing adequate nutrition, especially for women and children, to promote healthy development and prevent disease and other issues caused by malnutrition. It focuses heavily on economic growth and supporting small farms in developing countries. It seeks to help countries understand and adapt to climate shocks that alter the food system. And it works closely with schools to promote nutrition and school meals for students. And as a result of all this work, there have been a number of very, very positive impacts. Specifically in 2020, 115.5 million people were reached through all of its programs. 15 billion rations of food were distributed, and those rations only cost 61 cents each in US dollars. 15 million children were fed through the school meal programs, which is absolutely amazing. And 4.2 million metric tons of food were distributed as well. And $2.1 billion in cash and vouchers were provided to people in need of assistance. So the organization actually does provide cash and vouchers to promote capacity building and build resilience in communities, kind of as a way of investing in the community rather than just providing immediate relief. So that is the World Food Program. I hope you learned a lot, and I know that I enjoyed researching it. Bye.